Now, pretty often I'm asked by students just starting out in a course like this, why are we spending so much time, just trying to tell you what the conclusion is, what the premises are, and setting it up and writing it up in a particular fashion? You're going to see how I'm going to want you to write these arguments. After all, look, we understand the arguments. We can tell the good ones from the bad ones, and I'm not sure that you really can do that so clearly and don't end up in the same kind of position that we saw in Calvin and Hobbes a second ago. So I think it's worth right up front laying down why we put arguments into a standard form. You're going to see we list premises, and then we following the premises, we list the conclusion. And the point is, I think that putting arguments in this standard form makes them clearer and easier to understand. You might have seen discussions among some of your friends on maybe controversial, maybe some non-controversial subjects where they're going back and forth, and it seems that they're not talking to each other. Well, when we put an argument in this standard form, listing the premises and listing the conclusion and stating the premises and the conclusion, not deciding that we know what it is, it makes it clear and easy to understand what it is that we're talking about. The assumptions behind the argument are made explicit. They're not things that aren't in the open. Everybody understands they're kind of laid out on the table, so to speak. And the connections between the arguer's ideas are made clear. These are the assumptions the person's making, the premises he's making, and here is the conclusion, or here are the conclusions that leads to. And as a result, I think what we get is a much deeper and better understanding of the argument, and more importantly, it makes it easier for us to decide if the argument is a good one or not.